Greetings from the jungle, my friends, and welcome to my review of The Legend of Tarzan. A non-spoilers review. You will not get the movie ruined for yourselves. You can go watch it, and then on Friday you can come back and watch the spoilers review, and we can fully discuss this movie. But now, it's spoilers free. As always, do not worry, let's get into it. Legend of Tarzan is directed by David Yates, and it is written by Adam Kozat and Craig Brewer, and it stars Alexander Skarsgård, Margot Robbie, Samuel L. Jackson, Christoph Waltz, and Jima Ononsu. And this story takes place 10 years after Tarzan has moved to London with Jane, and now they must go back because there is this Belgian king who sends his first commander into the Congo to get some diamonds and enslave the people over there. So Tarzan will go back with George Washington Williams, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and free the jungle. I am a huge fan of the original source material. I was prepared for anything because Tarzan is not a very easily adapted story. But as always, I left my expectations at the door, and I was surprised yet at how much critics were bashing on this movie. And I gotta tell you, is this a great movie? No. Is this a good movie? Hell yes. Absolutely, no doubt about it, it is a good movie. First of all, Alexander Skarsgård as Tarzan. He becomes Tarzan along this movie. As an actor, as a character, he was never bad, but I did not immediately bought him as Tarzan. There are definitely some aspects in this movie that make you feel like he's Tarzan, but he cannot portray the character in the beginning, and it takes some time for you to buy him. There's definitely characterization in this movie that I thought was really well done, and we'll discuss that in the spoilers review, and I was happy to see him become Tarzan as I watched this movie. And it actually made sense because the guy has been gone from the jungle for 10 years. He has fully become John Clayton III and not the man he was before, the man who grew up in the jungle between the apes, the Mangani as they call him. Margot Robbie as Jane Porter. First of all, wow, Margot Robbie. Getting hot in here. Okay, Margot Robbie as Jane Porter. She is really good in this movie. I like that she was not a damsel in distress. She was feisty, she was witty, she came at the villain every time she could. She had a plan of her own without depending on her husband and without depending on help. And I like that about the character. I like that she was resourceful. I wish we could have seen more of Jane Porter. That's how much I like Margot Robbie playing the character. The chemistry between her and Tarzan was good enough, but they didn't have those many scenes together. Among the flashbacks they do, but you did not depend on that, on getting the movie along. You believe that they loved each other, you believe how close they were, you believe in their relationship and their love, and that was enough to get you through this movie. Christoph Waltz as the villain. I thought the character was really interesting. I thought the character had much to him, but as a performance, Christoph Waltz did not do much with him. He's a one-note villain in the end due to the performance. I don't think Christoph Waltz cared enough to make it a full-fledged character, but that's a whole nother conversation. I will tell you that the story in this movie is good, but amongst the flashbacks, you do wish that that was the movie you were watching and not the story happening 10 years later. Although it is a good story, there's a secondary plot involved in this movie that actually is not that well explored, and you wish it would have been the main plot to this movie, and Christoph Waltz as a villain would have been the secondary plot. And the pacing of this movie was hurt in quite a few places due to that, because the first thing you get from this movie is the secondary plot, and that immediately grabs your attention. Until then, you then get shown to the main plot and you follow it along, and it is good, just not as good as the secondary plot promised to be. I will tell the CGI in this movie looks great. Tarzan swinging on the trees, the apes, the elephants, the lions, the wildebeests, everything. And I will take that back about the wildebeests because at the climax of this movie there are so many convoluted shots, and I mean, there's one shot where the CGI is good, then one shot where the CGI is bad, then one shot where it's good again, and then bad again, and then even worse than that, and then it's good again, and then you finally get enough of it and you just let it go. It just hurts at the end of the movie. Throughout the movie it is actually really great CGI. The fight scenes actually felt like they were being filmed by two different directors because there were two different styles of filming in these fight scenes. None of them were shaky cam, but there is one style where it's like handheld cam following the action close up, and you can still understand what is going on. And then there is one other part of the fight scenes that they reach out from the characters and they film both of them going at each other. All in all, the characters are good, the performances are good, the action is really good, the story takes quite a few bumps, the flashbacks are really interesting. In fact, they are a little too interesting that they take away from the main plot of the movie. And I will tell you this, I'm really happy that they were honorable and respectful of the source material. Tarzan could have been a great movie. Is it a great movie? No. It is a good movie. Did I love Tarzan? No. I really liked Tarzan. It was almost a really good movie, but it was not even that. But I will tell you that The Legend of Tarzan is a martini. It is a good time, anytime. But what did you think of The Legend of Tarzan? Are you a fan of the source material? Are you not? Do you like the Disney movie from 1999 or 1998? I can't remember. Let me know what is your favorite Tarzan story and what is your favorite Tarzan movie adaptation. We are only 8 subscribers away from 200, guys. Share this video with your friends, family and enemies. Let them come in and join our beautiful geeky community and we can be geeky, united. And do not worry, on Thursday I will have my spoilers-free, the BFG movie review, then a trailer of our own movie review. On Friday night I will have my Legend of Tarzan spoilers review, and on Saturday morning my Legend of Tarzan Q&A. And you are still in time to send in your questions for that. Just hashtag Legend of Tarzan Q&A and ask me questions about anything. And of course, if you haven't heard yet, there will be a link to a very special video right here. Thank you so much for watching my Legend of Tarzan non-spoilers review. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you did enjoy the movie. Let me know if you're a fan of the source material, if you know it. If you don't, let me know if you enjoy the movie being on either front. And of course, right here is a link to my previous video, which is my unboxing of the Pop Addiction 100% Funko Pop mystery box. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and become one with the geeky community. And of course, I will see you in all the special videos and reviews coming to the Geekness Overlord channel. Cheers!